I've never purchased a Chanel quad before. This one had to be bought. Hi gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ara. I bought Chanel. Their brand new spring collection. This is their usual Mont Blanc collection, but I believe it's called the Camélia collection as well. There are so many things that I want to say about this, but in reality, I'm just going to leave it in the video. I am not very well versed in Chanel beauty. I will have several content creators listed down below if you are looking for the entire educational detail on this collection. As a side note, I will have all of the details for my face makeup listed down below. As always, there are timestamps, so if you're only looking at one piece of this collection, and it's probably the eyeshadows, you'll find those timestamps there. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you are highly entertained and want to see more of my face. But otherwise, let's get into the makeup because this was worth the wait, and I am so sorry that it's already sold out. Hopefully it will be restocked. I'm going to start with lip just because I love the Chanel lips that I do own. This is the first one I've bought in this style. This is the Rouge Allure Laque. I don't have any other with this. I have the Velvet one, I believe it is, that came out in, well, they have them in their permanent lineup, but shades that came out in the fall. I paid $50. You're getting 0.18 mLs. I have a little soft spot for the Chanel packaging. It's super sleek. It's luxurious. It feels comfortable in my hands, and it has the double C logo on the top. It's just really cute. I picked up the shade red because I love red. I didn't want one of the new limited edition shades that launched with it. This one is more of a pinky berry undertone to it. Living my vampy girl dreams, especially with this new hair. But that is definitely not the style for this collection. I'll put on a lip liner after. I want to see what it looks like with just this lippy. That's really comfortable. I am inept when I apply lipstick without a liner. I absolutely have to have a liner, and it will end up on my teeth at some point if I don't. And this shade is a berry undertone. It's so pretty. Even without a liner, I'll clean it up. But this is the shade. Actually, what shade did I get? 88 Rouge Captivant? I totally forgot to tell you that part. It's comfortable. It's not a flat matte or a velvet matte like I prefer, but it's really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a lip liner. I think I'll just use the new lip liner I got. It's more of a cranberry. Give it a little more depth and a little more of an ombre look to these lips, and then we'll work on the eyes. This thing is absolutely beautiful. On Chanel's website, it's already sold out. I picked up one stylo and the quad, $387. This is Utopia. It's, honest to goodness gracious, I am kicking myself because of how expensive it is, but it's so breathtaking to look at in person. And I got Taupe Fumé. I'm going to say it wrong, but it's Taupe Fumé, I believe. I picked it up after looking at Lena Allure swatches, and after looking at Martina Lily's review and a couple other of my favorite makeup reviewers. This thing is so pretty. I have never worn one of these stylos, but I have high hopes. I'm going to compare this with the quad today. I paid $40 for this liner. It's really beautiful. 18-month shelf life, made in Italy. My kids are downstairs watching Bluey, so Chanel and Bluey go hand in hand. Don't knock it. It's an absolute treasure. I love that show. The Camelia Futura collection, I believe, is the Mont Blanc collection for spring 2025. Lena Allure has an absolutely fantastic video going over the entire collection, why it's called this year, and every little detail that you could ever want to know about it. I cannot explain it the way she does, so I highly recommend you watch her video if you want a little bit better of an education on this. I paid $76 for this little quad. It is 2 grams of total product, 0.07 ounces, made in, oh goodness, Italy, made in Italy. This is number 387, Utopia. I haven't touched it. I haven't done any swatching. You've already seen the swatches. I know luxury eyeshadow will not give me the looks that all of my indie palettes do, but there's a side of me that loves this. Martina likes using the stylo for her liner. I saw Lena's review. I'm going to use it all over the outer half of my lid and blend it out that way. Only because I love the way that she did her makeup in that video. I'm not going to try to recreate it exactly. I'll do it in my technique and style. I just think it's going to be a beautiful base. And my eyes are already primed anyway as it is, but I don't need to do that. I just kind of really want to. I'm going to take a Rephr 01 brush and I'm going to kind of blend it out just a touch, not a whole lot. I want to leave a little bit of that depth there. It's blending out pretty easy so far. As someone who is extremely sensitive to liners and Khôls, if they are not a gentle formula, it's not hurting my eyes whatsoever. This already looks so pretty blended out on that left eye. I'm impressed by how easy that was. Like I said, I don't own any other of these Chanel Khôls, but I love it. It blended out so easily, and I'm just gonna tight line my eye really quickly. I really like this stylo so far. I may end up needing to get a backup just because that shade for my skin tone is absolutely beautiful. I think my favorite shade in this palette is not the duochrome, but this taupey silver shade here. I'm excited to use this one. I'm gonna pick this up on a Sonia G worker brush. And what I wanna do is just pat it over that taupe Khôl that I put down. Give me some depth, please. Look at that. First impression so far, so good. I'm going to take this really pretty pink shade on a Sonia G Blender Pro. I'm actually just going to buff it into the inner third of my crease. I can't help it. I am not a very typical soft wash of color girl. I love luxury makeup, but I gotta be a little extra with my eyeshadows. Because at the end of the day, I love dramatic eyes. You can still hear Bluey down there. I can't help but dance to it. I'm gonna take this duochrome shade. Oh man, this is such a very typical indie shade to do too. I'm gonna place this in the first half of my eye. Might have to just use my finger or maybe spray my brush. Let me try spraying my brush. All right, let's try that. That's better. It's just a soft duochrome. There's not a whole lot you're gonna get from it, but it's so pretty. I'm gonna pat it over that gray that I placed down. I'm gonna try my finger on this side. Spraying my brush, I think, may have worked a little bit better. Between the brush and the finger, I don't know. I feel like the brush made it a little more impactful when it was wet, but I feel like the finger dispersed the shadow a little bit better. Now I'm going to take a Rephr 12. I'm going to pick up this pearly shade, which is, oh my gosh, that is cute. Reminds me of my ring. I love pearls. They are some of my absolute favorite stones. Just a little pop of pearl in the inner corner. Let's try this damp too, because this might actually have a little more impact if I do. I definitely think making this brush damp for this shade is the way to go. I'm going to take a Rougher 13 and put that pearly shade on my brow bone here because I can't help myself. And because I can. May not be a typical Chanel thing to do, but dang if I don't like doing it. And I'm going to take a Sonia GS1 brush. This, I believe, is a limited edition one from a couple of years ago. I'm going to sweep that taupe shade under my lower lash line. And now I'm going to finish off this look. I'm going to take that taupe Fumé again, and I'm going to put this in my waterline. The lipstick is throwing this look off entirely. I don't care. I love it. I did not feel the need to pick up the blush. I'm going to have that on the screen for you. I have a lot of blushes I need to get through, and it's not one that suits my aesthetic. The overall collection, I think, is really beautiful. I'm thoroughly happy with what I did pick up. I think the quad is absolutely magnificent for being a luxury quad and my very first Chanel quad. I'm incredibly pleased. I feel like it has just the right amount of wow for me, especially when it comes to what luxury brands deliver. They don't deliver anything close to my indie palettes, but this one makes me happy. I think I will get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I really wish I had bought that all taupey silvery one from I think 2 years ago. I really missed out. The formula is soft. It's not upsetting my eyes whatsoever. I like it. I cannot wait to try another look with it. The stylo, whoa. Okay, I need a backup of this shade for starters. That is just so comfortable. Doesn't upset my eyes. There's no watery, no tearing, no nothing. I apologize for the kids in the background. I appreciate you guys so very much for spending your day with me. Thank you more than you know. Cannot even begin to express it. Everything on my face is linked down below. Those links are affiliated, so if you click on those links to make a purchase, thank you so very much. Otherwise, do something for yourself today because you are worth it.